Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Virgo reading for January 2021. Um, we made it so far, right? January, or let's say 2021, is a 5 universal year. So think about 5 for a second. 5 is about personal freedom. Um, think about the fives in the tarot card, Five of Swords, being aware of what's toxic, who's toxic around me. Why? Well, I feel like we are the fool in January. It's like a new chance, a new opportunity. Um, there's a lot going on with Mercury too, so we want to keep an eye to the sky type of thing. Anyway, but think about those wands, or think about those fives. I was thinking the Five of Wands. Um, it's almost like energy that resisted me now has the opportunity to work more in harmony, I feel. So, anyways, I also feel personal freedom means, things that bound me, um, I cut the ties to them. So that's what 2021 is going to be about. To find out your personal month, mine's a 9. That'll give you more detail. What you want to do is take your birth month and your birth day, um, and add that across to bring it to a single digit and add it to 5. And that'll give you your personal month. And I recommend looking it up. Know as much as you can know. All right, so enough talking. We are going to use a couple different decks for January. We're going to start with the Mother Mary Oracle deck, the Archangel Raphael Oracle deck, and then we'll bring in Tarot. But I want to start with Mother Mary. For a couple shuffles. One more. We have self-respect. I honor and love myself through my healthful actions. Well, that's kind of perfect for the new year. And let's take Archangel Raphael. And that's kind of what fives are about too, right? You're finding yourself um, in that energy, and you're willing to change what needs changed. And isn't the new year like the perfect time to do that, right? It's almost like 2020 was a time of thinking and realizing, and now 2021 is the time for action. The 4, the building up to. Okay. Well, yes. What's interesting about this is I was, I don't know, I found myself like drawn to watch someone brand new in Tarot. Like I just picked a random channel, someone new, with little subscribers, just because I just, I like the idea of seeing someone new and then watch them grow. Anyways, they had a yes card, and I was shuffling this deck as I was watching, and I thought to myself, oh, I wish I had a yes and no card somewhere, because I had no clue this was there. And it's just funny how I thought that, and then look at this, here comes the yes. So I feel like, first of all, that's my guide saying, you do have a yes card. And I love that it's coming through Archangel Raphael. Okay. Dear Archangel Raphael, please help me trust my feelings as the accurate barometer of truth. Quite beautiful. Definitely seeing babies, right? Babies everywhere. All right, we'll probably come back and read that. But now what I want to do is let's add our next deck in. You know, this yes is about something that I feel like you already know that you want. Okay. We have the tower. We have a train whistle too. Nice background. I have to say, I feel like the tower is 2020. I feel like it's representing life in general and the difficulties. I don't know why, but I love the sound of the train in the background of this reading. I don't know if you can hear it. We have the sun. Look at that. So we have the tower. I just got goosebumps. We have the tower, right? And I do feel like it's many, many things. And I feel like collectively it's a 2020. And how beautiful that the sun comes out after the tower, right? The sun comes out. Brand new day. Brand new way of being. You know, the tower could have certainly forced our hands at certain things, and at the time felt very difficult. And the sun is about the understanding why and the illumination. Really, it's like kind of like receiving your degree. And this time period may have really made us look at things that otherwise we wouldn't have. You know, fast-paced world, and all of a sudden, boom, it slows down. But yeah, how beautiful the sun is here. I just find that, you know, like divine is saying, we know the tower happened, right? But here is a new chance, a new opportunity. Wow. Ace of Cups. Okay. This is the sun is also a card of Leo, by the way. Four of Cups. And it's exactly what I'm feeling like. Again, this tower seems to have an influence over um, this let's just say new way of being almost. But it feels like, you know, the tower is what caused me like to sit down, reflect, think about love, right? Here's this Ace of Cups. Here's this person, you know, thinking about love. It's put on the letter. You may have a little regret in here over love. But I feel like in some way, well, first of all, the sun would illuminate whatever the problem is here, and the Ace of Cups is right above this person's head, and here is the Eight of Cups. Almost like they're thinking about it, and bam, they manifest it. And I don't know, maybe if I didn't have this time out, I never would have given something this much consideration. And by the way, the Yes card is right above it. So let's keep going. I have the King of Wands, potentially an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I have the Two of Cups. Wow. Could be two fire signs here, by the way, within this two cups. But let's look at this. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the sun illuminating that Ace of Cups. That Ace of Cups is unconditional love. It doesn't mean it's perfect love, right? It doesn't mean we behave perfectly within that love. But nonetheless, my love is unconditional. Their love is unconditional. We know we're talking about the Two of Cups, so a soulmate type energy. And for some of you, this could be someone giving birth to, um, what you will say your child is your soulmate type of energy. And I don't know, but this just, I mean, we got the Yes card. All right, let's keep going. We have the Three of Wands. Beautiful. That's a new way of looking at things. That is the cup's half full, not half empty. He's looking at like this next wave that's about to come in, right? He knows that wave is going to come in, it's going to hit him. But I feel like he's looking right at it. He's prepared for it because after that wave lies his ships. And one of those ships is love. It's not just about love. Because I feel like this is also more than just like, I feel like it's a new way of being. With this, with Three of Swords next to the Three of Wands. Coming under that Four of Cups, I kind of feel like this is someone who, you may have been thinking about someone who previously gave you some type of heartache. You gave them some type of heartache, that type of thing. But I do feel like there's been like deep reflection over that, like over the Three of Swords and what it means, right? How it became to be, because I feel like with the sun out, if I'm still in, let's say, the energy of the pain, it's almost like, what am I going to do? I'm going to have a choice. And I have to say, maybe 2020 was about the reflection over, like, these heartaches, whatever they may be, for, it's caused by the Tower. Oh, I got one more. Look at this with the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Let's take this down here because I think I'm going to do one more row. I'm not going to rush this reading. If it's long, it's long. I know many of you prefer that, so we're just going to really look at this. So the Ace of Pentacles, just like the sun coming after the Tower, well, here comes the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is about something that's coming into your physical plane, your physical world, like these ships, right? One of these ships now arriving. I see this King of Wands over here kind of like in thought. And that's not the normal King of Wands, right? Not really, it's like not so much in action, but in thought. And the thought is about the Tower. But under him is the Ace of Pentacles. So is he bringing in this Ace of Pentacles to someone, within this Two of Cups? And the King of Wands can be anyone. Definitely feeling Leo in this reading too, though. Here's the Queen of Wands. Interesting. Now look at this. The Queen and the King of Wands are attached by the Two of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. this tells us right away that this is very like-minded energy, or it can be. You know, just because we have like-minded energy, sometimes we can use it against each other too. I feel like who's ever up here in this corner is potentially has a big part of this Ace of Cups, this Two of Cups coming into someone's life, coming into your life. We have the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, potentially. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have the Seven of Wands, and we have Temperance, which is kind of beautiful. You know, I love when Temperance shows up in a reading, because what that means is a lot of this is it's important. This is about divine timing. So what that says is I can let go of control of how something must come in, and maybe I can just concentrate on it coming in. You know what I mean? Like, because Temperance is the one who's like mixing the recipe. So it can't, you know, it can't. I mean, could it go wrong? Of course, it could go wrong. Depends how I come to this relationship. But you know, if I come knowing what I know here, right? The Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups. Um, Even though there's towers, here's the Sun. This can be a rebirth of a relationship, but it starts with a rebirth of oneself, especially with self-respect up above that. You know, I feel like self-respect is, you know, you're learning to love yourself. It's not about being demanding, you know, like I demand you respect me, that type of energy. I feel like it's more, how do I want to say this? I don't know. Okay, well, let's keep going. See what we have on the bottom. We have the Nine of Wands. So nine, right? It's about the final judgment. And that final judgment may be over that tower, right? The opportunity to, I don't know, maybe learn what I can learn from it. Understand, you know, some of the things that maybe I feel like were taken from me. You know, there's a reason, because the sun's coming out. It's a brand new way of being. Um, it's the ability to really, I feel like, again, start at the Fool's energy. Um, and then what does it produce? The Ace of Cups. Okay. Well, look at that. I swear I didn't do that on purpose. Look at that, the Fool on the bottom. You know, the Three of Swords does exist in the line with the Two of Cups. You know, Temperance is also coming over that Three of Swords. So part of the process, right? Temperance teaches us patience. Like to have patience with things. Like don't rush what doesn't need to be rushed. Um, you know, don't resist what doesn't need resisted. It's kind of like going with the flow. And the Ace of Cups is like free flowing. Number 5 year, right? Self-respect. It is about the self. Five of Swords coming over that tower. But not alone. Look at this, the wheel. And it's interesting, the wheel came down like this, almost hidden under this card. I had to move the Five of Swords to see the wheel, destiny, right? What does that tell me? That tells me, first of all, 5, right after the Tower, 2021, starting new. Here's the wheel, part of a destined path. It may not feel like it right here, because in the Five of Swords, I am somewhat playing victim. And I only mean that as in, this person is laying on the ground and taking the position of the swords, almost like the swords are pinning them down. I can't move, I can't change, right? But there's nothing touching him. So it tells me, first of all, there's a lot of, when I look at this and I understand what that means, there's a lot of energy that just naturally will fall by the wayside just from the awareness of it. Almost like it was just, I don't know, it's just not needed anymore. This is also about the toxins in our own life, but there are lessons in here, right? There's an opportunity to learn something um, which will not only help you in life, but brings about the change that's needed to put you right to, or at least allow you to feel that a lot of your life is destined, right? And that means that there's purpose, there's lessons, there's opportunity for soul growth, for eternity. I often feel like, where'd the Nine of Wands go? I thought I saw Nine of Wands. It's exactly what I feel with the Nine of Wands. This is about not just this lifetime, but every lifetime, the experiences that I've gone through. I have within that 9 reflected upon them, not to judge, but to learn, and then that becomes part of you, right? That's why this person is so muscular, because they've had a lot of these towers. But there's a different awareness, I feel, maybe than ever before. That the Ace of Swords underneath that. So, here we sit. Nothing else. It tells you you're moving out of the time of the Tower. Maybe it's saying within that Five of Swords, as soon as I have the realization over that energy, then I get to jump on the wheel and move towards something much lighter. Look at this. We have the Prince of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces can be a younger energy or of a younger time. But with the Prince of Cups is someone who is bringing in a cup. And here is the cup, right? This person is bringing the cup into your life. And bam, here is the cup. I feel like it's coming in the energy of the sun. So, of course, I can be Leo, but I also feel like what that's saying is this cup, whether it be love or just, love of life again, because it's also touching self-respect. But this is an emotional cup, something that you feel emotionally. Chances are it's a person, right? Because under here is the Prince of Cups. This is kind of an unexpected energy also. And with the sun touching it, I feel like if there's anything that is untrustworthy in that cup, the universe reveals it for me, but I don't think there is. I think someone is coming in with intention and complete awareness. What do I want to say? Transparency, like completely transparent. Connected to the Two of Cups. Look at that. So we have the Tower again, and now it's coming over the Ace of Cups. but the yes card is underneath it. So we know that for some of you, this tower at least consists of also love, probably of this person, a loss of this person. This person, I feel like, has the awareness of this tower and its effect. It's almost like they were asking the universe whether they should chase what it is they want, and it's like they were told yes, maybe by temperance here. Okay, let's keep going with the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Wow, with the Four of Wands coming over the Two of Cups, which let me tell you, what beautiful energy that is. Four of Cups is the commitment card. You know, the Prince of Cups also attached to that. So, you know, even though I try not to make these love readings, this is where they go. And I can't deny them, right? I can't be like, well, you know, can it be career or that type of thing? Of course it can be. It can be whatever this Ace of Cups is for you. But it is connected to the tower, but it's also connected to this connection, this soulmate type connection. You know, and it also has the 10 of Pentacles. And look at this, the Ace of Wands too. Let's get that out there. So I feel like, you know, I just want to say this, no matter what energy is bringing in this cup, it is showing that, I mean, the energy is so strong around it. But it's showing a true commitment, like the ability and the willingness for a true commitment. And I do feel like it's probably for a lifetime type of energy. Again, I don't want to say perfect love because there is no such thing. We're all imperfect. But I feel like because there's awareness over this tower, because the Ace of Wands would definitely be aware of that, right? But the Ace is also sitting on the Ace of Cups, also touching that Three of Swords. So always aware. But the Ace of Wands is saying yes to the next adventure, right? It's yes to, well, the Ace of Cups, yes to a commitment. Well, if I look straight up, it's yes. And Temperance kind of seems to be controlling this energy. So, you know, that just says patience. Why? Patience because it starts over here at the tower and then the Five of Swords. So me looking at what I think I'm pinning myself down to, right? But it's really not the case. So I can get up and I can walk away anytime, but it has to come through my action, right? My action, my awareness, and then that will is immediate, taking you away from the tower. Some of you, I want to say, because the Five of Swords is here, it may talk about like a lack of self-respect. And therefore, maybe I kept myself in a situation, or, you know, I do something longer than I would have otherwise. You know, almost like not feeling yourself type thing. So, time to get back to you. Um, so, this Four of Pentacles, or Four of Wands, well, it is the marriage card. So, this could talk about maybe even like, you know, some of you being asked to marry someone for the new year. We have a lot of new type energy, right? We have the Sun, which is really about a new way of being, feeling like a kid again, right? Unburdensome, you know, the burdens that I know, the burdens that I don't have to carry, I'm letting go of in the Sun energy. Because why? Because I know they're not mine to carry. So you're no longer, just because you feel like you have to, I feel like carrying other people's burdens. You know, there's a sense of freedom to that energy. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay, so we just got the Nine of Pentacles coming over the Ace of Pentacles. First of all, the Ten of Pentacles is right above her head. So it's almost like, here's my 9, missing the 1 to make a 10. Well, here it is. Maybe it's making that Ten of Pentacles again. Now, you know, whether that be with the same person or not, what it's talking about is the strength of the foundation, you know. And what does that mean? I feel like what that means is, how do I strengthen my foundation? Like in the Nine of Wands, how do I build this muscle? Through your awareness and understanding, and, you know, of yourself and of others. Like, what do I take on that really just doesn't belong to me? Okay. Anyways, the Nine of Pentacles, that is success in a business. The 9 going up into the 10 for some of you talks about a business that you have created out of your home. And listen, that alone could be some of the purpose of the Tower, right? Perhaps you're, because I feel like, especially with Temperance over here, like this is something, if I'm moving into it, like I'm really meant to move into, you know, Virgo is the healer, and you got to learn all that about yourself, right? But this, again, is about making a business out of it. Can certainly be, well, I feel like this is more about doing something at home. Maybe other people told you you could not do it, but now you're understanding that you can, right? Other people holding you back from your own dream, but now, for some reason, well, I know the reason why is because I'm looking at that Five of Swords and exactly what it means to me, because that seems to be what holds back the wheel. But Temperance is here, right? So it's not about how fast can I have this awareness. Take all the time you need, um, but understand what's waiting at the same time. Okay, wow. I feel like some of you have been holding back on a business idea. I feel like it's time to make the commitment to it. Like, now is the time to make the commitment. Do it, right? Do it. The Ace of Wands, right? Do what you love, what you're passionate about. And some of you, it can be attached to that Tower. I feel like a lot of you are healers, whether that be through, you know, some type of healing process, or like tarot. It doesn't even matter. I just feel like now that Tower becomes your strength. The High Priestess. I feel like some of you question whether you should be doing something. Like, there may be something you want to do, but you question whether you should be doing it. And I feel like this is saying, well, yes, you should. You may be a natural at it, and you may not know it. It may take time, but I feel like this is something that you're instinctively doing. You know, it can come through this Ace of Pentacles, but what that Ace of Pentacles produces is success. And intuitively, I may be at the beginning of it, and I feel that, I feel like this would be a good thing, or I question what I'm doing. Will I be good? Yes. I keep coming back to yes. But the High Priestess coming out over the Queen of Wands, who I feel is our very intuitive queen. I feel like that's how she moves. Here she is, like amplified, intuitively knowing, You know, what's the saying? Well, intuitively feeling this cup that's coming in through this Prince of Cups. You know, is it a true commitment? Well, I feel like you will feel it, you will know it, but you had to cleanse that past energy. Card overboard. It's a Nine of Wands. I get it. Okay, I think I have to get it first. Nine of Wands. You know, here's a Nine of Wands learning whatever lessons there were within the tower. We have the Hierophant, card of Taurus. Looking back, well, hello. You know, that's about your belief system. And I feel like it's being aware, is looking right back at that Nine of Wands. So again, coming from the energy of Temperance, it's a very trustworthy energy. Let's put it that way. A very divine type energy, and a little, and it's you also. You know, I feel like you're almost matching that energy because this is complete awareness over the lessons, and not just the lessons, but the growth and how I can grow with it. Um, you know, it's almost like using the tower to my advantage instead of my disadvantage. Hmm. We have the Eight of Wands. Okay, so Temperance is saying, you know, the energy may have been slow coming. The Hierophant is about your belief system. You have self-respect up here. You know, where is your belief system? Is it in check? We have what could potentially be high ego type energy. So you know that can be in check. But the Eight of Wands is also about fast moving energies. Energy is coming towards you, and everything does seem to be coming this way, almost like it's reading backwards. Look at that. Temperance. It's like, you know, even though things may change quickly, again, temperance is it's part of divine's energy, part of the wheel. Um, and I feel like it's just saying, if you have your belief system in check, there's almost nothing you need to worry about, right? Because it's awareness of my growth through my life. And it may be in this energy of 2020, you've been able to reflect back, maybe like never before, and maybe it was just one thing you were looking at, but then I feel like some of you just kept going. You're like, you started to realize um, when you were in the tower that you didn't always hold yourself down there, um, but maybe through time. And I feel like it's the awareness of these towers that you did overcome, right? That's where you gain your strength. Like, listen, I've been through that. So that can't surprise me again, right? I have awareness. The sun is here. Everything is out in the open type energies, nothing to be hidden. There's nowhere to hide, right? Everything is out in the open in this reading after that tower. So, you know, I feel like this can talk about get ready. And we have another card over here. We have the Prince of Wands. Well, this is the go-getter, right? This is the prince where um, they follow their passion. You know, they just follow their passion, um, their desires, that type of thing. And I often feel the princesses and the princes are learning how to use their own, like the wand, the sword, you know, like someone who has learned, is learning from these lessons. Okay, let me see. I got a lot of cards on the table, so I don't want to miss anything. We're in no rush. Temperance is saying just have patience. Double Sagittarius here, by the way. Double Sagittarius with Taurus. Anyway, it's almost like Temperance. There's two of them, and in between is the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is about a new beginning. Um, it is. It's about a new beginning, and Temperance, and each it may be talking about the soulmates, and each of them having like their guardian angel helping them along their path, but each having similar type lessons in a way, or type energy, let's say, because I feel like they're working in harmony together. Huh. Listen, I feel again for those who, in some way, let's just say, you're helping the underdog. You have a more perhaps spiritual type understanding than maybe you did before, and therefore you feel guided towards something. You may have doubted yourself. I feel like this is the opportunity to try it again, do it again. I feel like because I feel like you're meant to, but it doesn't mean it's easy. Um, but you know, whatever's going on, I'm learning. I'm becoming wiser from it. So, anyways, and I feel like a lot of you, it is out of your home. It's out of your home. Doesn't have to be, but I do feel like that. So, if I'm hoping this Ace of Cups is coming through the Ace of Pentacles, right, into my physical world, something that I can, I feel like grow. You're definitely growing this Ace of Pentacles and successfully. And for some of you, it's an intuitive call, right? This is trust your intuitive call. I feel like this is the time to make the commitment to it, though, um, if you choose, right? If you choose, it's up to you. And I don't know, love, I just feel like this is a guided path. Um, and, the wheel was kind of hidden, right? But there it is. I can see it. And it's hidden by my own self doubts, maybe. Sometimes my own self respect type of thing. Sometimes I don't feel deserving of. And I feel like almost, like, I had to look at these things. Um, I had to. And I feel you do. And I feel out of that is born um, many new things, many new opportunities. And don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Because Archangel Raphael is saying yes to this Ace of Cups, which has the Ace of Wands over it. I mean, that is powerful energy. Not only does that talk about unconditional love, but that's desire. That's passion. And even though the tower is here, I don't think it can be, it's almost like I don't feel like that energy can live in that Ace of Cups. This person may just be aware that the tower has happened, and that may be maybe what took. They needed to understand that, right? And I feel like aware of that, so they may have been leery of coming in because they know the tower exists also. But this is changed energy. This is new energy. This is energy I feel like I can trust. Divine is down here saying that. Let it flow. Like, don't put restrictions against it. And maybe that's why I had to start in that Five of Swords, so I can allow what potentially I feel like, hello, is the Ten of Pentacles, which is the perfect card for Virgo, I feel. We have the Ace of Cups, so we know love exists. Um, but we also want to know that it's going to be, right? Because Virgo, loyal, usually. I know some people are going to be like, are you kidding me? Well, I am. And most of the Virgos I know are. And if they do step outside of that, let me tell you, they live in their own type of prison because of that. So, like they feel, even if they don't show, the pain that they may have caused others, but they may not show it. And that may be part of the lesson. You got to start showing it, right? Anyway, so I think, all right, let's read the Mother Mary card. And let's see exactly what she means now. Oh. Mother Mary deeply cares for you, your welfare, and your happiness. She asks you to respect yourself enough to take good care of yourself. Remember that you're God's child and creation. By respecting yourself, you're honoring God. The answer to your present question lies within another question. Which path would be most respectful of me and make me feel the best about myself? Self-respect increases when your actions are aligned with your true belief. Hierophant, your true belief. This card asks you to stop doing anything that makes you feel ashamed or guilty, and to focus all of your attention upon that which makes you proud to be you. That's exactly what I feel a lot of you are finding out, which, by the way, can only come out of transparency of what the Tower, why, like, why was it there? So I like that. All right, and let's finish with the Yes card. Clearly meant to come out in this reading. It's almost like I manifested it. Where the heck is it? Oh, it's the very last one. The answer to your question is yes. You probably already knew this, and Archangel Raphael wishes to validate your intuitive feelings. This card is a talisman to help you deal with This card is a talisman to help you deal with current situations and prepare you for the future. Sometimes the greatest gift you can receive is knowing what to expect next. Raphael reminds you that everything can change in even more positive directions, so stay open to your intuitive wisdom, which will guide you along the way. Beautiful. Possible specific meanings. Things are going in a positive direction. You're on the right path. A recent change proves healthful. Accept an offer that was made to you. A new opportunity is imminent. Yes, your feelings are accurate. Beautiful. And I'm going to leave it there, guys. I just want to say Happy New Year. It's a new chance, a new opportunity. I feel like a lot of you are really gaining your spirituality. And I feel like when you really live within your spirituality, you allow yourself to have opportunities. You're not thinking that the end result will be a tower because you know that you're building it as you go, right? It's what I bring today that determines my tomorrow almost. And it's the awareness of that. So I don't feel as you move deeper and deeper into your spirituality that you are refusing. I think more you are saying yes. Um, and, follow your intuition. That's a very strong feeling and message here to follow what you intuitively feel. Because I feel like more often than not, the answer is going to be yes. It's like each has temperance as it relates to relationship. Each of them has that. Each of them being divinely guided, right? Tower, the awareness over it, and then boom, the wheel appears. It's almost like it doesn't appear until then. What's it got on it? The Four of Wands. A true connection. A true partnership. It's coming over the Two of Cups and the Sun. And the High Priestess is attached to it. And she's looking directly at the Ten of Pentacles. So it may be starting at the beginning. But if I, instead of thinking, oh, it's going to end at the Tower, maybe I start thinking it's going to end at the Ten of Cups or the Ten of Pentacles. Because here it is. Here it is. So I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys so much. I'm excited for this new year. We still have a lot of hurdles to get through, right? But I feel like this is talking about your personal journey outside of perhaps the rest of the world, right? We know the Tower is there, but also the Sun. How beautiful. So almost like go with the flow. Go with the flow during this time because almost like you can relax and kind of like going down a lazy river. Just go with the flow. Never know who's going to float up. Thank you, as always, for your continued support of my channel through everything. Your donations, your comments, your likes, your shares, your subscribes, all of it. I am eternally grateful, and I hope to bring you a lot of new, maybe different type of content on top of our regular content this year. So I'm open to being very creative. All right, guys, I love you. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.